Right you are, Harry. If you ever cosplayed as Harry Potter, I got a feeling you could pull it off. Just guessing.
Cosplaying as Harry Potter was pretty much my year 4 to year 6 life. I would go into school every day in a Harry Potter robe, and they'd allow me to just live out my day.
They actually let you.
Yeah, ages like
He does that all the time.
ages 9 to 11.
Oh, you should have seen him last year. Last year it was fucking Zelda, I think it was.
No, probably Pokemon. Zelda, I got more into sort of. I played the odd Zelda game, but I wasn't big into them until sort of secondary. Anyway, we're not back with gaming or
Not yet, anyway.
whatever we were on about before. Harry Potter, that's what we... Okay,
Harry Potter!
there we go. Like, literally in the 2 seconds... That is still recording, isn't it? Yes, good.
Yes.
I shat myself. Sarah Jane Adventures, Lost Boy, Part 2. Now we are on the series final. This is the last episode of Series 1.
Mm.
Next time will be Series 2.
How many seasons are there again?
5.
5.
So 5...
So they're not making a 6th one, yeah?
No,
sorry.
no.
That was a bit...
Oh, well, I still reckon they should either make like a sequel series or a spin-off series featuring the kid actors, just all 3 of them. The kid actors grown up, doing their own thing nowadays with K9.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it could still be called Sarah Jane Adventures.
as long as
Just
like,
call it SJ Adventures.
or just
And the SJ stands for something else.
or just like SJA with brackets, the next gen, or something like that.
Sarah Jane, the next gen.
Or something.
Sounds like a fucking Star Trek sequel.
That's where I got it from. Let's just go. If I can find the button. There we go.
Sure, actually.
Loud. I turned it up because other things in between.
Stafford are the same person.
To move objects with the power of thought and direct.
What happens when you imagine an orgasm?
Are you asking me to go back to Ferris and steal one of
Oh, what, we're wearing the machine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not just generally, but...
Everyone except you has an orgasm. You just think it, but because it's like a telekinetic
yeah.
thing, the waves are going out.
Imagine that you're in a street fight. Imagine having an
It's-
orgasm.
it's-
I can't beat
no,
him up, I'm
That's
coming.
literally, you just like, do like a Bruce Almighty, but even dirtier, where you're just walking down the street, just going, boom! And just making people collapse to the floor, grabbing their crotch.
It's been 2 years, there's too much liquid.
The Lost Boy Part 2. Written by a name I couldn't see because I'm not wearing glasses. Yeah,
Hey, this isn't Baywatch.
she's nicking one of the helmets, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because obviously now we found out Mr. Smith's evil, that was obviously a distraction.
Or was it? Maybe she might
Or
use
unless
it.
he wants, whatever she's getting is what he wants.
He needs to use it's alien technology. The pieces of the puzzles are coming
See?
together.
Not even I can remember 100%. I know the basics of what's going down.
What the fuck is wrong with their security?
I was about to say, no one...
there we go. Yeah.
I was about to say, do they
They're
not
not gonna
have...
stand right in front of the fucking window, you retard.
He barely looked, though. It's just like...
Yeah, I checked it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Tick.
He's pretty much it. Just tick it off the list. I was
back
gonna,
in the office having a donut.
I was going to say about the security and alarms, but she was using the sonic quite a bit. Oh. Shut my...
Bit late. Unless someone else has tried to break in.
Oh, that was easy.
It was him, he triggered one. Oh, he's doing stunts
We've got
now.
a stunt guy on. What kind of, like, uniform is that? That's no kind of
I
like.
like how you saw a
security.
little bit of a high base on his arm.
Not quite what I was thinking. I was thinking that she was just going to like clothesline him off the bike.
Backhand.
But I suppose, yep, Sonic is a Sarah
Sonic
Jane.
in the eye. Boom.
Stab him in the eye.
I do like the look of this. I figure there should be more writing now. If it's a computer, it should be more messed up.
Less black, more just sort
Yeah.
of binary
Everywhere.
all around.
Different
Yeah.
layers. Just make it really confusing to look at.
They only had the budget for 5 screens.
Don't worry, I'm sure he stayed at mate's. I've got to go and look for him.
No, you don't. I'm part of this now. I'm coming with you.
Ah, okay. Maybe we won't be moving by the end of the episode after all.
Alien bent on invasion. I think I'll choose a palace.
If the house is empty, then it's our chance to find out something about them.
Oh, come on, Dad.
There may be a window down
I like how he's taller, he's physically stronger, and
He's more what?
he's abling.
Oh yeah, he's abling.
It's not housebreaking, you don't break anything.
What are we looking for?
anything that tells us who they are or what they
Who's
stand
breaking? I'm sonicking and entering.
I'm Slitheen, and you are going to give me my revenge.
I don't think I want to do that.
Are you sure?
I don't
Please.
Wait.
Are you
I don't think so.
You want just a silent tax explanation?
Sarah Jane! Can you hear me?
Please stop that, Clyde. It's annoying on my
That
screen.
hits my bladder, you know.
You're smudging my screen.
This does not sound good at all. I'm inside a computer. What can you do?
Virus, mate.
to tell Sarah Jane.
Tell her what?
Virus.
You found a kitten to replace that boy she gave
Internet.
I don't remember giving
Email.
the key to the house.
Porn.
Imagine the power in this thing.
Imagine what you could do with porn if you're actually inside it.
What are you doing?
More stupid questions.
I am wondering why he's gone back to his human form.
Lily, I told you.
Although they hate being that form, so why is he?
Parents are Slitheen.
Because they didn't have the budget for a
They-
child to be in that size, or
They paid for the child actor and they had to get their worth, money's worth.
yeah.
Maybe the kid had been in some other kids' TV show, so they had to get some.
Alright, now this makes sense.
Uh,
He just wanted to be more prepared.
I mean, how he's managing to do that, I don't know, but
He's imagining the keyboard in his mind,
yeah, no, we'll give him the benefit.
and
of
maybe
that.
the telekinesis is a lot more powerful in humans when they're virtual.
Oh, and maybe now the fact that Sarah Jane's put the telekinesis thing on
Yeah,
Mr.
it's all
Smith, it's
connected.
helping.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're grasping at straws here, but whatever.
And Mr. Smith hasn't noticed. You ever notice when good guys go bad, they get a bit more camp?
Information on Slitheen activity on Earth.
Slitheen.
I wouldn't say Mr. Smith's more camp, he's more sinister.
They weren't Luke's parents.
I just imagine,
Mr. Smith?
Humans so inevitably predictable.
see, his hands are camp, a little bit camp.
Just a bit posh, he's just posh.
I can imagine him holding a glass of wine,
Humans, so
a
inevitably
rub,
predictable.
stroke of the cat.
The Slitheen have been
How long's that been there? I didn't build you with a gun.
Was that a Dalek part?
It looks very Dalek gunny. I don't think it was a little bit different, but similar.
A geologist friend sent me a crystal from the site of Krakatoa. The crystal had become quite a curiosity among geologists. They'd never seen anything like it.
They had a USB drive in it. And from that, Mr. Smith was born.
It was phenomenal. It told me amazing things. It said it could help me keep track of alien life.
Things I shouldn't know.
Protect me.
Things I wish I could forget.
And so it designed. It created.
Its own fireplace. Custom made.
No fire included. Oh no, it had fire. Pew, pew.
We have to find Luke. The Slitheen can harness it. Luke's
Rip the planet
transformation
apart.
powers could be massive.
So what? They bottle it and sell it.
But why Luke?
Happens to Luke.
There's got to be other
They take it all.
intelligent
The
beings in
Slitheen
the
never leave anything
universe.
behind that they can
Yeah,
sell.
well,
Luke
okay.
will die.
Well,
Why just Luke?
We have
because
to
his
fight
mum
it.
killed
And I know
the
where to
kid's
look.
parents.
Mm.
It's it's very poetic. You killed my parents, I'll take your son.
Look out! He's overloading the system!
Boom. Boom.
Oh!
I am your god now. You have corrected me and I will destroy you.
He just rises from the chair like David Tennant at the end of series 3. Look at Waddle.
Wait, I'm watching a fat kid run.
Revenge at last, Luke. I'm going to enjoy this.
I can hear it running, this is hilarious.
For my father.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You're a slippery.
Oh no, door's my only weakness.
You left the keys. You're... Luke, come on man, lock the guy in there. And take the keys
Well,
out.
no, he locked it in there and left the key in there so you can't put a key in from the other side.
Fucker, let the cunt die. Try
No,
and
no,
kill
but
him.
if the key's still in there, then you can't put a key in from the other side.
Yeah,
can
we
you?
just have to wait for his parents or
Yeah.
whatever to wake up.
You drop your weapon, or she dies.
Just aim it. Just squirt it.
Literally, in the seconds it would take you to squirt it at him and get your daughter maybe a little bit wet and smelly.
Yeah, that's it. She's not gonna.
She's not gonna.
evaporate.
No.
It's,
Okay, that was a bit silly.
Now we contact the Xylox. Get
Sarah Jane!
oh, I'm really getting a Darth Vader.
Luke, I am
Yeah.
your father.
Luke.
What was it, Mr. Smith that created Luke the entire time?
Smith had me steal one of them. The prototype's in my attic.
Come in, Luke.
Take a seat. Take a seat, Luke. Let me get your coat for you.
I didn't know the door was wired up to you, Mr. Smith.
Everything's wired up to me.
Sarah Jane.
I do quite like the sort of like dark blue and green effect he's got going on.
There really isn't time to argue.
Oh.
Put it on, or I will kill him.
But you're...
Running out of
You get a bit sassy this
Put
one.
on now. The universe witness the power of the Cybertron's war.
I've been practicing this laugh, and now I can finally use it in front of someone. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, but that would be the... For a moment then I thought that was like the psychic power causing all that, but it's the...
Yeah, it's gravitation.
Yeah.
You've been here millions of years, you've seen us evolve. Don't we matter to you?
Only my purpose matters.
You change your purpose.
K9 in there?
You think I'm alone? You think I'm defenseless? Well, meet my dog. Hang on, protect me.
Wolf, wolf, wolf.
Oh, he's there properly. Oh shit. Luke's just there.
Just mesmerized.
Well, no, he's being controlled, but I just imagine, like, because it's all firing, they're just barely missing him. Like, one just ricochets off the helmet. What was I doing? Oh shit!
Yes, I have a purpose. Thank you, Sarah Jane.
the unit is non-functional.
Bitch secured. Right, I'm gonna go back to my cupboard.
So I'm guessing now she's going to be able to reboot Mr. Smith
Without my immediate attention, black hole
as a new computer.
With the purpose of protecting the Earth.
spatial
Yeah.
increments.
But still, the whole twist of him being evil came out of...
Yeah, but nothing really changed, did it?
No, no, no.
I mean, if you cut out the finale and watch series 2, it'd just be the same.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I suppose this one did have the dad having his
Yeah.
first adventure sort of thing.
Oh, excellent. Please come and join us.
Don't.
Yeah, why is there a grave dug here?
I have learned that life on
And that was the last time we saw the annoying
You
mother.
never know what you might find. In all the universe, I never expected to find a family.
No.
Gay. Right.
No, but that's what I mean about like Sarah Jane being like the more heartwarming show, whereas Torchwood's the more heartbreaking show. Torchwood will show you the worst of humanity. This shows you the best.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I loved that. I can't help it. And there was actually quite epic parts in there, like the firefight between Mr. Smith and K9.
Yeah.
I quite like it.
It was like. It was epic and also anticlimactic at the same time.
Just that by the end they've hit the reset button.
Like, imagine we're in a shootout with these screwdrivers, and it looks all epic, real slow motion, close up, boom, 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 and it just cuts to a long shot of us being either side of a desk in which you're missing constantly.
Yeah.
It's like later,
like,
and everyone's just standing around. Like, okay.
Yeah. Neither. Both Sarah Jane and Clyde were ducking, but
Yeah,
neither
Lucy's standing, like,
K9 and Mr. Smith didn't seem to have much aim, did they?
It's just that the dog just stayed still as well.
Okay.
It's like, and the dog flew around, and I can understand it, but
They
it's just,
they had like
they
20,
both had equal chances of hitting each other.
They had 20 years
K9
back in the 80s to try and make that dog fucking move.
It's like,
And they struggled back then. They're not having a chance now.
like, Mr. Smith's meant to be this really badass computer. It can't even hit a fucking stationary dog.
I suppose Mr. Smith's built into a wall and his gun can only move a certain amount. K9 had no excuse. He can actually move around the room.
Right.
Okay.
It had that thingy.
Yeah, he had
You can move it around.
the
From
gun. Yeah, but depending on like K9 seemed to be over here.
Yeah.
So depending on how far the gun could reach, it can sort of go into itself.
Alright.
But no. Okay, not just focusing on that though. I'd say part 1 was a little bit more exciting up until like this part. The start and the end seemed to be where everything was going on, but the middle part just seemed a little bit exposition-y, joining forces with the Slovene.
Yeah,
It kind of petered off towards the middle of this part and then picked back up for the
I think the
saving the day.
The structure in both episodes weren't the best.
They've been a bit off.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Everything worked
I didn't notice it in episode 1, I'd say, but I noticed it a little off this time. That it sort of it calmed down a little bit in the middle, when sort of everyone was running back and forth from place to place and not really being in the same place. And then as soon as like Luke got to Mr. Smith and Sarah Jane's teamed up and they started having a plan, then it all picked back up again.
Yeah. I just think it was all good. What they had was good.
They got it mostly right.
Yeah.
There was the odd little thing.
They fucked up on the pacing, and they could have.
There's a few nitpicks you've got.
Like
but
cut this bit down a bit and add more emphasis on this part. You know?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it's still enjoyable to watch.
Still a good 9 out of 10 sort of thing.
Yes.
They didn't.
It's not shit.
They didn't do bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But they actually did good. They just didn't do perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'd say that pretty much with every Sarah Jane. It's like there are the perfect episodes which are like the big, great ones and the fan favourites. I can think of a couple that are my personal favourites, but other than that, every episode's at least good. I can't think of a bad episode. I could be wrong. I can't remember them all, and I don't really want to look into it too deeply because now that we've started the reactions, I've been trying to avoid watching other Sarah Jane reactions and looking up stuff because I want to try and let some of it be forgotten. So then it's a little bit more of a like. With this, I remembered the plot, but I couldn't remember everything.
Yeah.
So I want it to be a little bit more like that, just so it's a bit nice. It's a nice callback to me. I'm enjoying watching it.
You don't want to be sitting here like waiting for like this all
knowing,
just for this guy.
Yeah, knowing
Fucking
what's
hell,
gonna
hurry up.
happen.
Oh, I forgot how long this was.
Yeah, it's nice for me to properly remember it, but whilst experiencing it as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got there.
Yeah.
In the end, you got there.
And we finally got here. The end of series 1. It's when did we start doing Sarah Jane? It feels like a year ago, but it wasn't. It wasn't that long ago. Maybe like half a year at a stretch. I could check it, but I can't be bothered. I mean,
You know, you can't just cut this bit.
like, it's not too hard to check it. I just have to go to. I want that page. I just go to there. I go to my page.
I want that page.
I want that one. And we see when I uploaded the first Sarah Jane.
Don't you have like folders of these series that you fit into?
Yeah, I've put them in playlists, but I knew it wasn't too long ago. So it was 5 months ago.
Oh, that's the
We
first one.
started. If that's 00, yeah. One
Okay.
time 00, yeah. So we started Sarah Jane 5 months ago, remembering that 2-3 of those months was kind of a hiatus period
Yeah.
because lots of personal shit for lots of different reasons and stuff. But yeah, we finally got here to the end of series 1.
Mm.
What do you think of it as a whole? Just Sarah Jane.
I am glad that you showed me this.
You see, it surprised you. Did you really
Yeah,
think it would be
yeah.
a lot more childish?
Yeah,
You thought
I was quite
you-
skeptical.
you thought it would be Power Rangers level of.
Honestly, yes, I did. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, alright then, yeah, let's give this a go. I was wrong, well, I wasn't wrong with Torchwood, but you recommended Torchwood and I liked it. No,
Well,
you recommended Doctor Who and I
I
liked it.
I got you into Torchwood,
Hmm.
and
So-
then through that, I recommended that you
Yeah.
watch the original show to it.
And there were similar shows, so I thought, alright, fine, I'll give this a go. I like the sci-fi. Yeah, my main issue is more like the structure of storylines, but other than
they
that,
still
it's-
feel a bit kiddie at times.
yeah,
They feel
but
more
It's
family friendly than
yeah,
say
it's like
Torchwood or Doctor Who. You can tell it's for a younger audience, but it's not like they take.
it's like a PG on the Doctor Who side.
Yeah. They don't treat the audience like babies,
Mm.
but they don't treat them like a proper like
Yeah,
grown up
yeah.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nice to
That's-
watch.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
have to think too hard. It's there. It's what it is.
As I've said, this is my favourite spin-off. Just because I'm a big kids
Well, you
show.
haven't watched Class yet.
I haven't watched Clash yet, and from
That
what
might be better. Who knows?
from what I've heard,
It could be either be better than Doctor Who. You know. No.
I know that if we ever get round to Class, I'm going to at least enjoy the first episode for one reason.
Capaldi's in that one.
Peter Capaldi appears, and maybe it'll get to the point where I miss him enough that we might have to check that out.
Okay.
Because I do,
I am up for
I
that.
do still miss Capaldi as the Doctor. Whittaker, meh.
Well, how about
Yes.
after the second season of this, we take a break from Sarah Jane and watch Class?
Or just after, or yeah,
Then we go back on Sarah Jane.
we're almost at the
afterwards.
end of. Well, we have finished this season.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, do season 2.
Do season? Okay,
And
yeah.
then take a little
I
break
was
from
gonna
Sarah
say,
Jane, do Class, and go
We're
back on
not too
Sarah Jane.
far off from the end of the first Doctor episodes we're going to be watching. We've got about 3 more stories of the first Doctor,
Mm.
and 2 movies we're going to watch.
Oh yeah, those 2. Oh, that's a lot of
But
stuff.
I do want to. The movies, to be honest,
That's a lot of stuff.
the movies are a lot more manageable than a normal Doctor Who episode, because it's actually paced like a movie,
Yeah.
and it'll be in colour.
That's
And
good.
it'll be weird because it's not in the same continuity. The Doctor isn't an alien, he's just an inventor.
Oh,
It's-
gonna
It's going to be a bit weird. But the second movie, Bernard Cribbins is the companion. He went on to play Wolf.
Alright, yeah.
So that'd be interesting. Anyway, that's Doctor Who.
Mm.
Sarah Jane, next time, Series 2. Let's see what we can, if we can, give you any kind of fun things about Series 2. Well, I definitely can't tell you the name of the next episode because it involves spoilers.
The death of Luke. We say, he
The
died.
end of Sarah Jane.
What happened? Got hit by a car. No one saw it coming.
Maria moves after all. It was all a plan. The trick. It was all a
Clyde
trick.
commits suicide. His best friends died.
Ooh.
Sarah Jane gets locked up in a mental institution.
However,
the end.
not next episode, but the one after that, we will have Bradley Walsh as our villain.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So this was obviously before.
But do they just recycle through actors at this
The
point?
BBC have got
Do
like
they-
10 actors.
For fuck's sake, just go on Google. There's a thing called Google. Just type in different actors, or round out some people from drama colleges. See if they're really good, then get them through. Don't just recycle the same.
Skins it.
freaking-
Do what they did with Skins and just go around all the local colleges.
Oh, I don't mind different actors being different roles, but you constantly keep getting
The same person.
the same
over.
people.
I mean, come on. I suppose there was like 10 years between him being on this and being in Series 11.
But it just doesn't make sense because it's in a Doctor Who universe. They're all the same universe, and that's what pisses me off.
What, like when Peter Capaldi was
Yeah,
the
three
Roman
fucking
dude,
people.
Frobisher
That's why I wasn't so keen on him. It's like, the fuck?
and Capaldi.
I was hoping he
No,
went.
mind you,
I was actually hoping he went back in time as a Doctor in Torchwood because he knew he had to be evil, and that teared him apart.
yeah, they
But
weren't.
it wasn't,
They
it was
weren't,
completely
no, they weren't going to go
different
that far. Mind you, the actor who played the Sixth Doctor played a Time Lord before he played the Sixth Doctor.
So he just regenerated into a different Time Lord.
No, he just played a completely different Time Lord. And then they brought the actor back as the Doctor. In like a year or two later, year or two later, and then obviously, Gwen was the Cardiff Rift girl. Gwen from Torchwood was in episode 3 of
Well, that's,
Christopher Eccleston.
that's kind of explainable because that's an ancestor.
They explained why Capaldi looks like.
I know,
The Roman
know,
dude.
but there are certain things where you cannot explain it. It's just they decided to use that actor again.
I know. I know where you're coming from. I don't mind it as much as you, obviously. You alright?
Yeah.
Well, on that we went so far on like a left hand. We turned right instead of left. We went the wrong way. But
I know what episode you're referencing.
yeah. Next time, the last insert alien name here.
I'm so glad you didn't say probe. Insert alien probe here.